What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking into the room and hitting that light switch. Let's just brighten up the place and get into this podversation. This is going to be a reaction to another phone call that Shirley had with her husband, Ernest Williams, in jail. And I'm just going to go ahead and get into it and share my thoughts as it plays along. I will have a link to the full video in the description box. This is from the YouTube channel Phone Calls from Prison, which is so funny. But, you know, the Freedom of Information Act in the United States of America is a real thing. Sometimes you can get that information for free. Sometimes it has a cost, but listen, we have access to it thanks to this YouTube channel. So I'm going to put a link to the full video in the description.
What you been doing?
Well, Ty called me today. Ty, the jewelry lady.
Yeah.
Somebody called her to say that the cashier's check that you wrote to get my ring.
What?
Are you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, the cashier's check that you wrote to get my ring over a year and so ago, that was written off her account, and you stole $250,000 from her, and she needs that receipt and a copy of the check or something. She was telling Ty. So Ty says she's not giving her anything unless she has like a court order or something. She told her that you were in jail. Ty knows that you're in jail, but I didn't confirm or deny it. And anyway, now they're calling, you know. They're still...
Who's calling?
I don't know who it was. I don't know who it was. She didn't say. She said she wrote the lady's name down, but she didn't have it because she thought it was a scam. And then she said that an officer from Rosewall Police Department called her as well, and said that if it's not legit, I'll have to give my ring back and all that. And I said, well, if I have to give it back, I have to give it back. But, you know.
Them folks just there trying to get at me for nothing.
Yeah. And then I talked to Lamont, and he said something about there's a woman that they have. He doesn't know her name. And she's a snitch, and she's trying to set you up or, you know, something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But anyway.
Listen, there is not that much setting up in the world for somebody like this low-level, low-life criminal. Basically, for him to sit there as she's sitting there calmly, and I don't know her, but it just seems like she's just trying to hold it in, her anger. She's trying to be long-suffering, patient. Okay, so it doesn't sound like she bought her own ring, but it sounds like allegedly he bought her ring with fraudulent funds because he allegedly stole from someone, used a cashier's check to buy her ring. So it was a hefty price for the ring, or maybe he did not even use the entire amount for the ring. Because to me, he doesn't even seem like the type that would buy a ring for $250,000. He would buy a ring that is much less expensive and use the rest of the money for something else or other things.
So that's how my day's been.
That's today?
Yeah, this happened earlier today, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I said a few days before you get your court date, they're still trying to do something.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
And to me, it seems like every time he says, wow, it's translation, I'm busted. Every time she shares something and he says, wow, to me, the translation is, I'm busted. I'm caught. I'm busted. The jig's up.
Wow.
I guess they don't have anything. So what they do have, you know, in terms of cases, they're trying to, you know, get something out of that.
Wow.
Yeah. So now they call Ty, you know, another big mouth in town.
Wow. And none of that stuff is true. Wow.
Well, yeah. I just said, well, I don't know what's going on. I just, played dumb. I just said, I don't know what's going on. I never confirmed or denied why you're in jail. She didn't seem to be too interested in that. She just said she thought it was a scam. She said, don't worry, I didn't give up any of your information, but I wanted to tell her they have it anyway. They've been had my information.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, they're still trying.
They're still trying to find something on me. Ain't got nothing on me. Wow.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, it seems like Shirley is standing by her man and believes what he says. Meanwhile, Ernesto and the woman in Florida continue to talk a lot. In this call, you will hear how this woman is seemingly hung up on Ernesto. Near the end, you will also hear Ernesto potentially admit to something scandalous pertaining to a box.
Okay, player.
Go ahead on with that shit. Go ahead.
Yes, so you already, I was thinking about your ass today. I was just like, I did not want to be here, but I'm here, and it's all your fault.
I don't know what that means. Tell me what that means. I don't know what that means.
Oh, my God.
Saying that shit.
Oh, my God. Do you understand? I've never been...
I don't.
All right, well, let me explain something to you about me.
Yeah, do that. I got time.
I'll be so good with keeping my shit locked and just, like, one point where I don't have to deal emotionally with nobody, right? Where if you in my life, I'm not faded, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never whined or cried or missed or none of that shit. Bye, see you later, But damn, I'm all mostly fucked up here. What is that about?
All right, why is that though? I mean, I'm trying to figure out what you're saying. Just say what you're gonna say.
What I'm saying is,
because you could be around the bush.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm stressing the situation on two levels.
Wait, tell me the next thing. Come on.
I'm stressing the fact that you're locked up already. Like, I don't want anything bad to happen to you. And then, so when you're going through it, I'm going through it. Because, I'm going through it. So, yeah, and then, I think because how this situation came about, that we were friends, and, I just didn't really have, because it was, like, I was able to stop myself because I would just avoid you, and I would just feel myself falling and getting all emotionally caught up. I would just, like, avoid you and be like, oh, I'm good now, I'm good. As long as I don't really see him, because he's talking every day, so long as I don't see him, I'm good. I can keep the distance, emotional distance from him, you know what I'm saying, because you got that situation. So it was like, don't, like, remember that conversation we had on the bus? And I was like, we should not, because this shit is just, I'm free agent. So now, my business clear orange stall. You get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying, right?
No, because you keep talking in riddles, like you say I talk. You keep talking in riddles. Just say what you got to say.
I'm saying it. I just thought I said it. I've been in a relationship, but I've always had my guard up. I've never, ever, whenever I had to break up with somebody or they broke up with me, I was just never faded. I was just next. Going to the next situation is just nothing to me.
Okay, so what's the problem here?
So, man, I feel like, like how when I was fucking 17, I didn't know no better, and I slipped up and, openly liked somebody. And I date people, they always say I don't have any feelings and I'm cold, right? Because I'm able to just, like, bounce and not cry about it, not think about it, not mourn it, just be like, bye. Don't call me, I won't call you, we're good. I'm not mad, he cheated, whatever he did, you know what I'm saying, we're good,
I need you to come on with this. I need you to come on. Come on now.
If you have the power to emotionally affect me, I'm not comfortable with that because I've never, ever.
But I ain't got no power over you. So you. Yeah, but I'm saying I ain't got no power over you. I ain't got no power. I just keeps it real. That's it.
Yes,
He keeps it real, yeah, and it definitely sounds like she has more feelings for him than just screwing him. And so you hear her talking about the emotional connection that she has gotten with this dude. And he's just sitting there like, just be honest, be real about it. Why are you getting hung up on this N-word that's in jail that may wind up being behind bars for a very long time?
Yeah. You have the ability to affect me emotionally, is what I'm saying.
I don't know how. I just keep it
If
real.
we stop talking, if we stop talking tomorrow, I will be very pressed. I will be like, I don't want to eat. I don't want to go to work. That type of shit. That's not me. I don't do that.
Okay, well, guess what? That ain't gonna happen because guess what? I'm gonna be in your life for a long time. Get ready for that shit.
So, Shirley, did you hear that? He's going to be in her life for a very long time. But we're going to continue.
So, sir, shit. No, you just want to say that because you beat around the bitch up and come on with mine. See, what you
I'm not eating my voice. I'm saying it. Like, it's terrifying.
Well, it ain't terrifying. It's okay. It's okay to have somebody. I ain't going to let you down. You can believe that shit. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I know how to...
If you can do that, I will be at ease. Because
okay.
The thing of it is, if you're always honest and respectful, I can deal with you.
Yeah,
Because when I don't know or I get surprised on some shit, it's going to be a problem.
No, all you got to do is ask me. I'm going to tell you. I don't give a damn how rough it is, because ain't that, man. The motherfucker ain't dead, their legs ain't getting cut off, you ain't blind. That's bad. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, some basic life shit, that ain't nothing. It gonna be yes or no, fuck it. Cause that's, we passed that trying to scheme and scam and trying to figure out if you're gonna keep these folks on your side, if you tell them the truth or not. I passed that shit. If you're with it, you ain't. That's basically it. That's the only way you're gonna be cut and dry. So you ain't gotta worry about that shit.
I don't know.
Well, I will say this right here. I do understand how you feel. I have been there before. When you into somebody, you into somebody. Really, really, it's a certain person you into. I've felt that before. I do understand that, boy. And then the disappointing that if they don't give you that same feeling back, it's a irritating feeling. Yeah, so don't worry about that feeling, because that feeling was there before you even got started. Open up your box.
Whatever. You got so much game.
Last but certainly not least, it's time to hear Shirley Strawberry like you've probably never heard her before. It seems to me she's not holding back and just spills everything all out to Ernesto.
But this is what I was trying to wait till you got home before I just told you everything. I only told you like bits and pieces of what's going on. Remember yesterday when you said that someone's in her ear?
Right.
I believe it's Panay. We all think it's Panay. And because she's like, the days before my birthday when I went over there to get my hair done, she sat down and was like, so are you going to tell me what's going on with you and that stuff? Like that, right? You heard me, right?
Yeah, I heard you.
And so I said, no, I'm not. And so she said, well, why not? She's talking to me just like this. I said, because it's none of your business. Well, what do you mean? Everybody's been asking me about it. And I've heard anyway. And I said, everybody like who? Joe and Marlon and Miles. That's what she was saying to me. So I said, well, they know how to call me, And anybody with that, like Shirley, called all around and told everybody,
Right.
So then I said, if anybody wants to know anything, they're feel free to call me, but that's my business, and that's my business.
Basically, she's saying that she feels like one of her friends, or so-called friends, or associates, whatever, has been in her daughter's ear and coerced and convinced her daughter to turn on her husband. And this is just crazy. And then she says that the friend is trying to fish for information from her about what's going on with Ernest.
So then she had an attack right there in front of me.
What kind of attack?
I don't mean to laugh at that part about it, but... And so, I guess because, I wasn't having it. It was just so I just hate it. It's like, you're not my mama. What are you talking about? You're not in my business like that.
Wow.
What are you doing? Yeah, it was really bad. So then she had an attack, and I was like, oh, my God, are you okay? That was just, I guess, to make me feel sorry for her or whatever.
Right, right. Yeah,
Anyway, so then after that happened, when I left out, she said, well, let me know what you're going to do for your birthday. And I said, okay. So I never called her or anything to tell her, what we were doing, because, quite frankly, I didn't know what we were doing at that time. I didn't know Debbie was in and, and all of that. And I didn't know anything. And I was just like, trying to make it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're going through a difficult time.
Huh?
You're going through a difficult time.
Yeah.
The difficult time she's going through is because of him. And honestly, she could drop a lot of that stress if she would just, at that point in time, let him go. But anyway.
Exactly. So she had her attack, and I said, well, what do you want? Do you need me to call the hospital? You call somebody? Are you okay? And then she settled down. I'm okay. Well, after an attack, and from a second stroke, it just comes and goes like that.
Wow.
It was just really weird. So anyway, okay, so now my birthday, right?
Okay.
So she posted on everything, it's my birthday and all of this. She never once called me, never gave me a gift, never did any of that. She and Tracy, so I know she's called all around. She's told everyone. I know she has. Because, Tracy, she's told everybody what's happening. So anyway, so this girl that was going into business with Ronald now, this Asian lady, I got some things. See, what was wrong was I went to her birthday party and shared it and the kids were there. I told you that. And I never once let on that I was going through anything or, they were all marveling at the fact that how I looked. And Panay was like telling my age and, I didn't ask her, so she was doing all of that with the people, and I was like, yeah, that's how old I am. They said, you haven't had any work done on your face, and I said, no, this is just what it is. So anyway, they were like, oh, you look great. So then after that, I came for my hair, and then she was talking about, because I didn't tell her. So, it's just been so much stuff. So then that's when Sheridan stopped speaking to me. She would never come by. She would never bring the kids by. And she stopped calling, stopped answering my calls. So that's when I believe Panay was telling her, don't talk to her. You better get away from all of that, and you better go down there and talk to them because they keep calling you. You know what I'm saying?
So she believes that her friend is the one that got into her daughter's ear, not that something actually happened. She's just at this point in time refusing to believe that her husband could have done anything to her or her grandchild or children that would cause her to separate herself from her mom and not speak to her and bring the kids around. It's because of her friend.
Now, I'm not going to put all the blame on her, but I believe because, Sheridan's not stupid, but I believe she has something to do with it. That's all I'm saying. I believe she encouraged it.
Oh.
And, and then I gave her this stuff for her birthday, and this lady, from this Asian lady that Ronald found the lady. So Tosh and I were getting some pieces from her because the pieces were nice and she wasn't charging us a lot of money. So now, come to find out, today we find out that Panay has linked up with this lady. And now the lady stopped talking to us, and now she's getting all her clothes and stuff from this lady.
For real?
For real. This just happened today. So I just been thanking God I just been thanking God all day because, for revealing it to me. Now, you've been saying it, I got that, but now I really see it for myself. And it just, that really... I'm like, well, dang, I have never done anything to her. Anything. Not one thing to her, but help her in every single way that I could. But it's like she wants everything. She's trying to undermine me with Sheridan, like pretend like she's her mom and all that. Sheridan, doesn't hardly talk to me, only when rent time comes. especially since this happened. She didn't before. But, we'll talk about, the rest of it, when you get out and stuff. Because I know, but you're saying you don't like to talk about stuff on the phone.
Well, I know, but that ain't serious. That's really just your day-to-day life. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's some, it's some more, just some unanswered questions. Anyway,
okay, I got you.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's what I've been dealing with, and it's like really.
You talking about the lady that came to you, that talked, the lady that met?
Yes, her.
And she wanted to go in business with y'all and all that?
Yes.
And she was going through all that, the store and everything with y'all?
Yes. Now she over there with her. That's what I'm telling you.
Wow.
She over there with today. Yes.
How y'all found that out?
We saw it on video. The Lord revealed it to me. I'm telling you, and I showed it to Tasha.
The Lord is always revealing something to her, but why didn't the Lord reveal to her that your husband is cheating on you? He's doing crooked and criminal things. He's going to get your name soiled, so you need to get away from, what are you talking about?
And I know Tasha wanted to go fight.
Oh, yeah, she did. She absolutely did. So, yeah, it's like, okay, because I've been really thinking about that Asian lady lately, because I'm like, I wonder what's up with her, because we hadn't heard from her anything, what's going on with all of that? And so now we know what's going on with it. Now we know. She's over there with her. So I put them in the enemy category. You're my enemy. Because you're just trying to bring me down. And the reason I didn't, when we first were getting ready to move, and I said, well, if it takes a little longer, I could stay with Panay or I could stay with Sheridan. Panay, and I asked her, she said it was fine. They were preparing. Then one day she said, you can come, but Nesto's not welcome here. He's not welcome.
Well, I was going to go there anyway.
I said the same thing. I said, well, he wasn't coming, and I never mentioned him. I said, I didn't say he was coming. I just said it was me. Well, he's not welcome. So then, when I called Sheridan, and Sheridan said, you can come on, but your husband is not welcome. They both said the same thing.
Wow.
So then, I was in a hotel. That's how I ended up in the hotel.
Like I said, every time he says, wow, it's like, I'm busted. It's been revealed. The jig's up. Because why would both of these women, her daughter and this, I guess, a friend, associate or whatever, why would they just be saying that for the sake of trying to hate on her? That, look, you're welcome to come, but your husband is not welcome. Why would that be to get at her? It's to protect themselves.
Because remember, you said I'm so glad that you said I could be with, you could stay with Panera Sheridan. That takes some pressure off me for right now. Remember, you told me that.
I did say that.
Yeah, but I never said what they said because it was just so mean and nasty, so ugly to me. And so I just said, okay. So I just said, well, I'll just be in a hotel. It's not going to be that long. And then when Sheridan said that, I said, well, how? It's so funny that they both said the same thing. But then you turn around, Panay, and want me to tell you what's going on with my husband. You don't like him. You said he was not welcome at your house. So why would I sit down and tell you anything about what's going on? And she told Sheridan, your mother's being mean to me. Really mean? Yes. Oh, my baby, I left some stuff at Panay's. I asked Sheridan to go over there and get it. Well, no, honey, I'm not going over there because I don't want to get in the middle of it. And Panay told her if I wanted it to come and get it. No, that's okay. You can have it. I don't need it. I have someone else that's way better than you doing my hair now anyway. So,
wow.
Yeah, so that's what's been going on. That's a little petty, mess that's been going on, the hater mess. I'm saying this woman wants my life. She wants my life, and she wants my life.
I don't think she wants your life at this point. I'm not saying that she possibly wasn't envious of her position being close to Steve Harvey and the access that that gives her. But to say that this woman is a hater, not everybody wants what you got, especially not this situation. Trust and believe.
Thing going on. She wants you something. She wants to trying to get Sheridan, and I think Sheridan's over. I think Sheridan's gone. I have to treat her now like an enemy because I'm your mother, and no matter what,
That's true.
how you gonna?
That's true.
Yeah, how you gonna pick someone else over me? That's crazy. Even if
It's not crazy if these alleged things were happening to her and her daughter / Shirley's grandchildren. Like, are you freaking kidding me?
you have our situation, you don't go with no one else over me. And she went down there and she told me last week when we were going at it about this rent, I don't care about anybody but me and my kids. And that's what that meant. I figured everything out now. That's what that meant. She doesn't care about anybody but her and her kids. And she and Tanae, Tanae's going to let her do her nail polish and lipstick, put that in her salon and all of that stuff. So you all go ahead and do all of that together because somebody almost hit somebody. I'm not having any parts of it. I'm done. The Lord has revealed to me, those are your enemies. They are not your friends. They are not your...
He's laughing, in my opinion, at her because her speaking about the Lord revealing things to her, it's really a joke.
Oh my God!
Yeah, really. It's like you're going through what you're going through, and then I'm going through this mess. So
Wow.
yeah, it's really, it's really something. And I'm cool because I know in my heart I have not done anything but try to help them. That's all.
It's true. It's true.
Sheridan, I've taken care of you. You tried to destroy me every single way you could. You tried to destroy me. Now you got a restraining order out on my husband. So that ain't just for him. That's for me too. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, and then, everything that she's tried to do, and that's why she was laying so low and not talking and all that, because she didn't know what we knew. She still doesn't know.
Right.
She knows that Tasha knows she went and talked to the police, but she doesn't know what I know, because I told her I wanted to talk to her, and she was like, well, what do you mean to talk to me about, and all of that, and, just on and on. So she knows, but I haven't talked to her yet. I went ahead and paid her rent, but I'm going to have a conversation with her when you get out, because I want the facts. I want to know exactly what she said to them.
Okay, well, there ain't no problem. It's on the police report, so that's...
No, I know, but I'm saying I want her to know that I know what I'm talking about, so she can stop lying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So she can stop so much of this lying. But she got somebody like Tanae encouraging her, and all of this stuff. And a website that Tanae got for me for my candles, she went and bought that website, so I can't even use that anymore. She went and bought it. It's unavailable now all of a sudden. All of a sudden. Yeah, all of a sudden now. But it's okay. It's okay.
Wow.
I don't even need any of that. Yeah, I don't even need any of that. It's okay.
No, you don't.
But yeah, this is what she's doing. This is what she's been doing. This is what she's been doing. Saying I'm being mean to her. And Sheridan called all around. She called Miles. She called his mama. She called. I think she called Joe. She called Marlon. Everybody. And to Sherry, Miles' mom's credit. My girlfriend in New York.
Yeah, you just had a...
She called me two days in a row. After this all came out. She just said, Shirley, I'm just checking on you. She never said, and she never mentioned your name. She never said what was going on. She never said anything. She just said, I'm just checking on you. Are you okay? And I said, yes, Sherry, I'm fine. I'm doing okay. And she called me again. And she asked me, the same thing. And that's when I know. I said, okay. She called her too. So they're just in their little circle, talking about me and figuring out what I'm doing and trying to, blah, 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 all of that stuff. That's what they've been doing.
Wow, dang.
Yeah.
But they ain't got nothing going on.
But there's nothing right. But it's like I believe now that you all want to try to take me down, but that's not going to happen. But I'm just saying I believe now that they want something bad to happen, or they're happy, because
Listen, the fact that she is so this is proof that she is so wound up in this man, because if she really sat and thought about it before she even had that phone call with him, what in the world reason would they have to want to try to take her down? Like, literally, that doesn't even make sense. After all of these years, why would they try to just take her down? Because they're haters? Like, it has nothing to do with her personally. It's guilt by association that she is not getting through her thick skull at that point in time. It is because of your husband and the things that he has done.
I used to know when Panay was going through it, it's almost like she felt like, well, why am I not going through stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why is your life so great? You know, I felt like that. She never said anything, but I just always felt that from her, you know? And it probably made me feel guilty a little bit and to want to help her more or something. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway,
well, whatever your decision is, I'm with whatever your, to the bad, to the good. I always told you that. I might not like it, but I always went with it.
Oh, no, I know. You don't want me to be friends with her again, and I was. I just forgave her and said, you know, life is short, let's go. But, you know, this whole, she's mad at me because I didn't tell her my business. You ain't supposed to be in my marriage anyway. Sheridan either. Why are y'all in my marriage? Why are you in my marriage? Just deal with me.
Right.
I never asked you one time, could he come over there? Well, he is not welcome. I've never said, I took care of you and your son. I never said, you're not welcome. I never said that.
But she was in our house begging.
Yeah.
She was begging me to help her and her little problems.
Exactly.
Well,
Debbie has her on tape following you around that house. When you were saying, well, I'm trying to get away from her. Thank you. Excuse me. When you were saying you were trying to get away from her, Debbie had you on tape. Her on tape following you around.
Golly.
It's like these women are just really jealous. They're jealous and they're haters. Even my own child. She can't see it. She cannot see it.
No, she can't see it. She got all
She can't
the
see it.
Wow.
Yeah, but she can't see it. She's upset with me. It's like, man.
But it's like she always been upset with you, and I never could understand why though.
And it's not just because you coming into my life, because she was like that before. She was lying. You know, she had the baby before.
Right.
I mean, while I was married to you.
But I forgave her for all that. I don't understand why she just won't grow up and just, she know how Panay is. She know how this. I don't understand. I can't even. She got the best of the both worlds. She got a stepdad that would do anything for her. Go all the way out the bed, and the kid. Got a mama who maybe the love of the deal. I'm confused. I'm really confused, but I gotta stop being confused.
Yeah, because I'm not confused. I said I'm not confused at all. I'm really not. I'm not. One thing I'm not is confused.
Damn.
About what's happening.
Oh, she's not confused, then she's crazy. To sit here and listen to this man talking about he is like one of the best stepdads, would do anything for her. I don't believe this young lady would be lying about these things, and they would not arrest him without probable cause. They're not going to just listen to this girl, her just say these things about him. Let's just be clear, and there not be some evidence of probable cause. Because why would they say that he couldn't be on the internet? Apparently there were some searches, there were some things that were found. Let's just be clear about that.
What's happening? I may have been, love her too much or trusting her too much, but I'm definitely not confused because this is wrong. It's just wrong. I haven't done anything to them but try to help them. But, haters don't need a reason to hate.
Was you laying in the bed when you saw the video?
No. I think I was just about to get up or just come from walking or something. When I saw the video with her in that suit, yeah. In the thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
The first one, yes, because I had just gotten up, and then Tosh went on it and found the one with the Japanese lady or the Asian lady in it. She found that one.
So you know how she got the girl information, right?
Huh?
You know how she got the girl information, right? The Chinese lady.
Well, how?
Because when she came and brought the baby to your opening to you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what she got. She got up under there.
She did? You saw that?
Yeah, I saw him talking to me.
Oh, okay. Because I don't remember telling her that. Okay, good. Okay, good. And I'm glad because I thought that was the only way. I didn't know. I didn't remember telling her where she was or any of that stuff.
No, you didn't. I sit back and watch. I'm looking at everybody. I see how they shoot. They push up on them. They talk. They change numbers and all that. That's how she was talking about their
they changed numbers.
Yeah, they changed numbers. That's what happened. That's how she got the latest information.
And she went down there. She went down there to the lady's store. She got all the clothes, but that one particular jacket, that was one that we were planning. She put aside for us, and she gave it to her. Okay, now the other thing is, when she went to that merch, she probably went downstairs to talk to Ty, and that's what Ty. Maybe. I don't know, but maybe.
Right.
If she did, she probably told. Yeah. But anyway, that's what happened. I'm just saying. Yeah.
She did.
But isn't that something, though? Yeah.
Yes,
I know.
Boy, you're going through it, ain't you?
Well, I'm not going through what you're going through or what Tommy went through, so I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Okay.
I'm just glad to know. I'm glad to know it wasn't me because I didn't think I gave her that number, but I couldn't figure out any other way how she got it.
That's how she got it.
But they were.
Watched them.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they had nothing to do with that. You down your business.
Yeah.
You pushed up on the phone. And you just, hey, I said to myself, I don't want to talk to them. And guess what? They rode me in your car to go back to the shop, and I was nice to them.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
She said she didn't want me to be in her house. Now, if I would have known all that.
In her house.
See what I'm talking about?
I know.
I know.
People
nice.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Only because the wife say, be nice. Be nice, honey.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah. You got my heart now, because other than I'd be going ham on for real.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, you shot me today. Oof, it's another
I didn't want to, I feel like you got so much to deal with. I don't want to tell you all this stuff, I don't want you worrying about me. I don't want you worrying or nothing.
Trust, he ain't worrying about you. He is not worrying about you.
It's a lot that's going on. It's like for no reason these people are coming for me. I ain't done nothing to none of them. I'm trying to help them. Ain't that crazy,
No, it's true though. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
You're sure right now.
Well, I ain't done nothing to none of them folks. Yeah, none of them folks. Yeah.
Okay, what Ronald was saying, what he had to say when he found out about that. Y'all ain't heard from the Chinese lady at all?
Because they had their grand opening on Saturday, and she was nowhere to be found, and she knew about it. And I called her and said, we missed you. But she was at Panay's thing the next day.
Wow. That's the same lady came over running the house. That's the same lady.
That we spent money. We spent so much money with her.
That's the one was talking about her husband had took some money from her. She was a shooting game then. Golly. Shooting game. Wow.
Yeah.
You should know about shooting game. Oh my gosh.
On in, boy. Wow.
But she's gonna find out. She's gonna find out that she chose wrong. That she chose wrong.
Wow. When you be telling she in the hospital, I'm praying for her, be saying to myself, all right then.
But you can be that like that, and you've had 2 strokes, and you still want people to feel sorry for you and stuff.
Man.
And that's the only reason I helped her. But I don't regret helping her, because, I don't regret it. That I don't regret.
At that moment, you felt you need to do what you need to do. And it's okay. We passed that now. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's okay. But, she make you feel like you're on a friend. She got it.
You have 1 minute remaining.
And Exactly. But that's, that's part of the game too, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm still going to be me. I just don't have to be me around them. We get ready to, it's getting ready to be over with.
I'll call you after I get out of the car. I love you.
All right, love. I love you too.
All right, bye.
No love involved. This man is absolutely disgusting, and he's just sitting there listening to the stuff that she's saying for entertainment purposes. It's just like to pass some time. So I really want to know what you guys think about all of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. It's really sad that at any point in time, she would see her daughter as the enemy or a hater based on some things that allegedly happened to her daughter and grandchild or grandchildren, and all of the things that he has been charged with doing. And you're just acting as if everyone's lying on this man and saying that some people just believe because you got a criminal history or because you've been arrested that you're automatically guilty. Come on now, Shirley. You're not that naive. Even though you might try to put on this persona or the sound of your voice may sound that way, but I just don't buy it. And that's why a lot of people don't feel sorry for her. I don't wish this upon anybody, but this is absolutely crazy. We're going to get into more calls, but I want to know what you guys think about this call. Again, the link to the full video is in the description box if you want to just go and check it out. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief as possible, beautiful. And now I'm going to say bye.